What's going on, USA? The best, the greatest country in the whole world. Um, in the midst of this coronavirus, I was thinking about doing something to help save lives. And with 11,500 cases and 168 deaths, already too many of that. So we have to do something. I'm calling on our millennial group, people that that think this is a joke, that's still going around, going down in Florida, then down the beaches, not following the social norm, um, going to restaurant uh, that are defying the government guidelines. So I'm calling on you to have some common sense and to follow whatever the government put in place. And doesn't matter how you feel right now about Donald Trump. I myself, I can tell you, man, I don't like that guy, but when it comes to that pandemic, it's something real that we all of us need to follow the social norm, the rules, so we can get over this as a nation. If we don't pull together, we all gonna die together. As of yesterday, it was 9,500 cases. Right now, it's 11,500 cases and 168 deaths. And each minute is going up. So we need to isolate ourselves, wash our hands, and do something. And that virus, like I hear people always say that it does not affect young people. Believe me, I've seen young people getting very critically ill and even close to death. So we need to be proactive about that. Uh, because if we don't, next thing you know, United States will have the most cases around the world. We'll be worse than Italy if we think this is a joke. I don't think China had that many cases that we have right now. 11,500. This is pretty serious. It's not a joke anymore. We need to cancel the spring break. Authorities down in Florida need to take responsibilities, need to close all those venues where people are flocking down, not following the social norm that are spreading the virus around the whole state. And Florida, this is just the way they have so many older individuals that are very fragile to this situation right now. If half of that state have that virus, it's game over. We're gonna be over 1 million deaths in USA only. So I'm calling on you folks to have some common sense and stay home if you don't have to get out. You know, right now it's the best time to learn how to cook. Cook your food at your home. You know, don't go out in the restaurant. Because you don't know where the virus is. You don't know who has it that was somewhere and touched the surface, and then you just go and sit there and touch it, and then next thing you know, you have it in your blood. You might be young, you might not get critically ill, but when you go home, you have it on older parents or grandparents, and then next thing you know, you affect them, you get them infected, and then you lose your grandparent, you lose your mom, you lose your dad very early, when it wasn't supposed to be so. So I'm calling on all of you to have some common sense and stay home. If you don't have to go to work, if you're not a police officer, if you're not a healthcare worker, if your work does not require you to be at work, stay home. Find something around the house to do. I understand. It's very difficult to stay in one place for a very long time, especially when you're young. But right now it's time for us to use some common sense, and for us to sit around and find a solution for this virus as a nation. This virus is not Republican. This virus is not Democrat. This virus is not independent. This virus is a very real serious threat to our health, to our life, and it will kill a lot of us if we don't take this seriously. So America, I'm calling on you right now to have a real common sense, especially our millennial group. People that think they're invincible to that virus. So next time you're gonna see me probably and the children, and they're gonna be talking about that virus, and we're gonna be playing school around the house. I'm gonna be the teacher. I'm gonna tell you right now, since it's only been a couple of days in the house with all the kids. I'm already tired. I'm already exhausted. So right now, I'm gonna send a big shout out to our teachers that take a lot of our responsibilities day in day out with our kids that we don't see. Sometimes we don't appreciate them. So I'm telling all the teachers right now, we appreciate you. We love you. We thank you for all that you have done for our kids. That you educate them. That you you keep them with you for a whole part of the day. Sometimes almost every day, Monday to Friday. So and it's only been a couple of days with the kids in the house, but it's been crazy. It's been upside down. It's not the same. But yes, we need to stick together. We need to follow the social norms. We need to do something to prevent United States to even be worse than Italy, because I'm seeing that. I've seen this country is gonna be even worse than Italy, because we don't have the preparation, we don't have the things that we need, we don't have the masks, we don't have the gloves. Yesterday I went to work. I was looking at the work supplies. I don't even see a single facial mask. I mean, you need the mask to put on your face if you were to be if you were to take care of somebody that had that virus. But I don't see masks in most of the rooms. I don't see things that we really need. I've seen gloves, but you don't just put gloves and then you go and breathe over that person. This is a respiratory virus, and next thing you know, you as a healthcare worker, you have that virus also, and then you can't go to work, you can't take care of those people, and then there'll be a very big shortage of healthcare worker, and then next thing you know, it's chaotic in this country. And also I want to tell our president and also all his team that were calling on retired healthcare worker to go back to work. And I'm gonna tell you right now, this is a very bad idea, because the healthcare worker, the retired healthcare worker, doctors or nurses, these people are well over the 60s. These are the group of people that are most vulnerable to that virus. So when you put all those people back in the front line, they're very fragile and they get that virus. What have you done now? You only spread it even more. So I don't think it's a good idea to have those older folks to go back to work. We need to follow the social norm. We need to isolate ourselves. We need to wash our hands. The millennials, we need to enforce the laws with the police officers. If they don't listen for whatever we're calling for, we need to start, getting them arrested, charge them, so they can stay home, so to prevent that country from being a disaster with over 8 million cases or even more. Stay blessed, stay focused. This will require common sense for it to be over. And if we stick together as Americans, not as Republican or Democrat, as Americans, we will get this over. We will get through this, and this virus will be a thing of the past if we approach this with common sense and with intelligence and with not stupidity. Have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.